Welcome back to the channel. I'm Asura, the Pokemon trainer. So over the years of watching the Pokemon anime, a lot of questions seem to go unanswered, such as who is Ash's father? Why is Ash still 10? When will he age? But the one question that I've always wondered is just how strong Pikachu is. Because throughout the anime, Ash's Pikachu has been known to be quite different than any other regular old Pikachu, to the point that even Jesse James and Meowth from Team Rocket constantly want to capture it. But why is it? Why don't they just get a regular Pikachu and just be done with it already? After all, Pikachu are very common in Viridian Forest, so it wouldn't be too much of a challenge for them to capture another Pikachu. But why are they so fixated on Ash's Pikachu? What makes it so special? Well, let's take a look at some of the many feats that Ash's Pikachu has. Now, in the first episode of the anime, it managed to use Thunderbolt on a large flock of Spearow. Not to mention in Ash's second gym battle with Brock, he managed to defeat his Onix using Thunderbolt. Granted, it was mainly because the Thunderbolt managed to hit the gym's sprinkler system, which caused the Onix to be doused in water, and as a result, it wound up being electrocuted by Thunderbolt. So let's jump forward to the Orange League, where Ash had to battle the champion known as Drake, and his last Pokemon was Pikachu going up against the Dragonite. So throughout the battle, Pikachu was at a massive disadvantage because, well, it's a Dragon type. However, Pikachu managed to land the finishing blow, so it pretty much showed how strong Pikachu has gotten. Granted, Pikachu had some help from Ash's other Pokemon battling the Dragonite, but it's still pretty impressive for Pikachu to take down a Dragonite, which is a pseudo-legendary. However, by the time Ash arrived into the Hoenn region, his Pikachu wound up getting sick, mainly thanks to an encounter with Team Rocket, and as a result, his Pikachu wound up overcharging itself. However, it wound up being cured afterwards. Or did it? Because the one thing I've noticed, after Pikachu was cured from that electrical illness, it wound up being able to take down Pokemon stronger than itself. For example, it managed to take down a freaking Regice, which is a legendary Pokemon. And another example would be the Sinnoh League, where it took down a Latios. Granted, it also knocked itself out, but it's still an impressive feat overall. However, by the time we get to the Unova region, it manages to lose to a Snivy that was given to a new trainer. Keep in mind, this was after the Sinnoh League, where it managed to take down a legendary Pokemon. And even in the Unova League, it manages to lose to a newly evolved Lucario. But why is that? Why is it that Pikachu was strong in the previous region, but in the Unova region, it manages to get weaker? Well, in the first episode of the Black and White anime, Pikachu gets electrocuted by a black storm caused by Zekrom, and as a result of it, it wound up getting its electricity stolen by the storm. And because of it, it may have gotten weaker because of having its electricity taken, which would explain why Pikachu has lost so many times in the Unova region. He even lost to Giovanni's Persian in the Meloetto arc of the Black and White anime. However, when the X and Y anime happened, it started winning more battles within the Kalos region. And by the time Pikachu and Ash got to the Kalos League, Ash and Pikachu wound up placing in second place, which is pretty impressive for the two. Now, during the Sun and Moon anime, Ash and Pikachu battled Lusamine, who was fused with a Nihilego, and his electric Z crystal turned into a Pikaashium Z, and as a result, Pikachu was able to perform the move 10,000 Volt Thunderbolt, which is a move exclusively used for a special Pikachu, that being Ash's Pikachu. Now, the real question is, why is Ash's Pikachu so special, and why is its Thunderbolt really strong? Well, the explanation I do have is, when Ash's Pikachu got sick with that electrical overload illness, when it got cured, it may have had some of that residual electrical overload within it, and it may have given it an increase in strength and speed, which is why it was able to defeat certain Pokemon such as legendary Pokemon. However, when Pikachu got struck by that black storm caused by Zekrom, it may have not only just lost its electricity temporarily, but it may have also lost some of that residual electrical discharge that it had when it was sick. That residual electricity was also helping it win certain battles with legendary Pokemon, and as a result of it, it may have lost some of its strength. This would explain why Pikachu lost to a level 5 Snivy, and it would also explain why it lost to so many battles in the Unova region. However, by the time the Kalos League happened, it may have gained back some of its strength that it lost, and as a result, it managed to get Ash to the finals of the Pokemon League for the first time ever. And then by the time the Sun and Moon anime happened, eventually Ash won the Pokemon League for the first time. Now, another thing to add on to this theory about Pikachu being so strong has to do with Pokemon Sun and Moon, specifically the anime, and the fact that Pikachu gets his own exclusive Z move called Pikaashium Z, which later transforms its Thunderbolt into 10 million Volt Thunderbolt, which is actually a reference to the Japanese name of Thunderbolt being 100,000 volts. Now the question is, why does Ash's Pikachu have its own exclusive Z move, while other Pikachu have their own same exclusive move? This also has to do with the fact that Tapu Koko saw something within Ash, and that's the reason why he gave Ash his own Z ring. But what if Tapu Koko gave Ash his own Z-Ring not just because of Ash, but also because of Pikachu? He may have saw something within Pikachu, and that's why he gave Ash his own Z-Ring, because he may have sensed something within Pikachu, some type of hidden power within it, possibly similar to the hidden power that it had when it was facing down all those legendary Pokemon, back in both Hoenn and Sinnoh. Which actually makes sense considering the fact that when Ash and Pikachu were battling Professor Kukui and Tapu Koko, his regular electric Z crystal later turned into the Pikaashium Z. Not to mention, unlike last time when he used the Pikaashium Z, it didn't revert back to the electric Z crystal. Instead, it's now permanently a Pikaashium Z, which could confirm that Pikachu may have mastered its own hidden potential, and it may be back to the full strength that it had before the events of the Unova anime. And because of that, Ash might have a chance at winning the Pokemon World Championships that are in the new Pokemon Sword and Shield anime. He might even complete his goal at becoming a Pokemon Master thanks to Pikachu's newfound strength. However, the one opposing thing about this theory has to do with the fact that each Pokemon series has its own different set of writers. For example, the Black and White anime had different writers compared to the Diamond and Pearl anime, which could explain why the anime felt so inconsistent compared to the previous ones. However, the one argument I do have for this is that ever since the X and Y anime, Ash is starting to look more like a competent trainer. He even utilizes more strategies compared to the Unova anime. Not to mention, for the first time ever, he actually managed to win a Pokemon League, which could possibly mean that the writers and the people who actually produced the Pokemon anime are actually listening to fan feedback. Now, the one argument I do have for this is that ever since the X and Y anime came out, the writing felt more consistent to the point where Ash seemed like more of a competent trainer instead of a bumbling idiot, even to the point where he started using different strategies to beat his opponents. But who knows, I could be wrong in this theory, and all those instances of Pikachu getting powerful may have been just regular coincidences, and I may be taking a kid's cartoon way too seriously, but hey, that's just me. So that's my general theory on why I think Pikachu is so strong. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like and share this video. If you dislike this video, please leave a dislike. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Take care.